Have you ever thought to yourself, gee, I really love pageantry. I just wish it was more expensive? Me neither. If you're a pageant girl who's interested in setting up her own business, or maybe an app, or a non-for-profit, come and join our new Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/the pageant boss. And yes, the link will be in the description of this video below. We're going to be discussing all things pageantry, obviously, but also all things entrepreneurial. How to take an idea that you might have, and it could be a pageant idea, and turn it into a genuine profit-making business. Come and join us. It's free for now, and I'll see you there. What's up, guys? It's Adrian from the Pageant Project. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Our special guest for today, I can't remember even what time it is anymore. It is Justine. Now, Justine, I forgot to ask you, how do I pronounce your surname?
It's McElhenny. I get asked that all the time, so don't worry.
Okay, say it again.
McElhenny.
McElhenny. Oh, that's going to be a difficult
pretty
one.
good.
I'm just going to call McElhenny.
It's so Irish. I love it.
I can just tell if I have to say it more than once, I'm just going to screw it up. So let's leave it there. But Justine, who is, let me get this right, Miss Earth Northern Ireland 2014?
Yeah, long time ago now. I feel like I'm old.
Welcome to the show, first of all, before we start talking about how old you are.
Thanks very much. I'm really excited that you guys asked me to be here. It's been ages since I've talked anything pageant, so I was really excited all day at work, running to get home to get ready.
Well, actually, Chloe was the one. I was asking Chloe and Danielle, who should we have on? Because I want them to invite guests on, not just me. And Chloe was the one who suggested you, so thank
She's not biased whatsoever. We're not from the same place. She's not biased.
I'm not sure if you got the Confessions of a Pageant Queen book that Adrian... Yeah, sorry, I think my internet's a bit slow there. But part of the book, one of the questions was like, why did you get into pageantry? And one of the things I said was, I remember being at school and seeing you on social media and thinking, wow, this girl's so cool. I want to do that too. I remember seeing you like flying off to Miss Earth thinking like, I want to do an international pageant. Like, I want to be like her. And yeah, that was like one of the reasons I started doing pageantry, because I remember seeing you in like newspapers and stuff and like on social media thinking like, wow, international pageants like so much fun and I want to do something like that. And then I ended up doing that.
I'm so glad then if that was anyway encouraged you to do it, because obviously you've done so amazing since, like all the pageants that you've done, and that actually like really warms my heart. It's so nice to hear.
And it was amazing what you actually did with Miss Earth Northern Ireland as well. You really, really expanded it. It was probably one of like the most well-run pageants I've even seen in the whole of the UK. Like, even like
I think she's
the year I competed, she had the most beautiful venue, the most beautiful stage. Like, it was probably one of the most amazing like experiences, even competing in that pageant. And that's where I met like Nadia and Julianne, and it was just a lovely experience, a lovely pageant. And yeah, it'd be nice to see you do it again, like get involved in pageantry again, maybe someday.
maybe behind the scenes, not so much at the front. I obviously, like I said before, I'm old. I'm old now.
You're not.
So I'm going to age out soon for most Miss pageants. So I did have a little thing in my mind, maybe one more, but I don't know. We'll see.
I think you should.
We'll see.
You should. And
guys,
even since then, you've gone on to...
Sorry, Chloe. I'm just going to say, just speaking of, this sounds horrible, but speaking of aging out, Danielle obviously is not with us tonight. She's going to kill me if she sees this. She's feeling a bit under the weather, so miss you, Danielle, and hope you're well soon, because she's in the MS category. because pageants have this weird cutoff sometimes at 28. I don't know why 28. Honestly, I think they should just get rid of the age restriction. That's my piece set for today.
It's
My
so
piece
silly.
of controversy. Yeah. But it sounds like, Justine, you were, because I've never really talked to you before. I realized, because Chloe kept saying, Justine, she was one on the games night. She did really well. But
She was so good.
I was so sleep deprived during those games nights, I couldn't remember anything. So I went back last night before today to watch it back. It's like, oh, yeah, that's Justine. Not that I saw your face, I just heard your voice. And also Nadia. I completely forgotten that the first time I'd met Nadia, who's now Miss Universe Ireland, was on that show, because I barely got to see any of you.
I'm still gonna. That was so much fun that night that we played those games. I really, really enjoyed it. It was ace.
You literally carried the whole team on your shoulders. You were so smart. I don't even know how you knew all those like American questions, the answers to them all, but you were on fire.
Do you know what that like secret? I can't even believe I'm sharing this, but like at night when I have nothing else to do, I like do general knowledge quizzes on BuzzFeed and all these other random like websites, and like one of them's like name all these name how many countries you can name in like 3 minutes, and I think I can do like maybe 150 at least, and I think it's from Pageants. I'm sitting there going through Miss Argentina, Miss Aruba, like going through the whole every country just because of Pageants. So it's just literally I just play random general knowledge quizzes.
Oh, that's amazing. You should go on the chase someday, and then
do you know what? A memory came up on my Facebook the other day. When I lived in Liverpool as a student, I applied for the chase, and I actually went for an interview. And I got through like 2 rounds, and then one of the last rounds was like a question and answer form that you had to fill out and send back, but I never heard anything back then. So,
oh,
I know. Maybe someday.
How do you get on? How do you get on? Is it simply how much you know, or are they looking for like some sort of, I don't know, star quality or something like that? How do you actually get on?
I have
I've
idea.
seen people. Yeah, I've seen people get on that haven't got one question right, and they're like, "Do you want to take the
that
off?"
on purpose. Yeah, I think
yeah.
If you actually had super geniuses on, if you imagine, because this is what gets me about reality TV or TV shows. It's not reality at all. I mean, you got to understand the people who run the show actually pick people who will say something stupid a lot of the time, like on Big Brother or something like that, because then everyone tunes in and you get that sort of soundbite that someone said something stupid and it goes into the news. Whereas if you think about it, if you got a lot of sensible people onto something like a Big Brother, no one would actually watch. They just wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true.
No one would say anything silly.
although
I probably said something silly. I don't know why they didn't pick me.
I don't know. Maybe they thought you were too smart. Maybe they were like, right, she's going to outsmart the chaser, and we're going to lose a fortune here, especially if you're the kind of person that sits in. No, I was actually so shocked. I was like, whoa, you were like just getting all them questions right. And I'm like, how does she know any of this?
Yeah, like 2 a.m.
I was like, should I know?
2 a.m. binging on general knowledge quizzes online.
I saw there was an old show on where, Dr. House with Hugh Laurie, and he was testing his patient to see how his brain was functioning. So he asked him a question. And he said, name as many animals as you can, starting with the letter B. And the only thing that the person could get was baby elephant. So, Justine, as someone who's done many, many of these BuzzFeed quiz, how many animals can you name in the next 10 seconds or so that start with the letter B?
Baby rhino, bee, bat, baboon.
Badger.
Badger, yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know.
Blackbird.
There we go. Chloe's so much better. She's secretly doing these quizzes online. she's just not admitting it. Come on, Chloe, just admit
it. Work last week.
Dear me.
Did you ever play that Stop the Bus?
Oh my god, yes. I've just played that over lockdown about 6,000 times. Honestly.
What is it?
Actually...
Stop the Boss.
Yeah, the bus. So like she said boss, but she means buses in transport bus.
Oh,
I think it's our accent.
stop the bus.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you stopping your boss? Stop the bus.
Justine, can you explain a Derry Chinese to Adrian? Because he doesn't believe me that the Chineses in Derry are so much nicer than England.
They are.
They are, aren't they?
Like, there's one Chinese in the whole of England that I probably like. I've actually had and thought, do you know what? It's actually okay because they actually do salt and pepper something. But yeah, it's so hard to explain. It's like Chinese cuisine for like an Irish palate, basically. And I don't really know how to explain. Yeah, it's just like no other place that you will ever have Chinese food.
I keep telling Chloe this. Chloe keeps thinking that I'm slagging off Derry Chinese, and I keep saying I'm not slagging it off. It sounds like it could be really nice, but what I'm saying is, first off, English Chinese, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole because I don't want to die. I've seen, again, I say this, I was going through England looking for pub food, and I walked past a Chinese restaurant, and on the menu it had fish and chips. Now, just from my food snobbery, if I go past a Chinese restaurant and they're hucking fish and chips, I'm not going in there because I don't know. But what I was saying, Chloe, is it just doesn't sound like authentic Chinese. There's a difference. I'm not saying it tastes bad. I'm just saying, like, you won't find a curry in a Chinese restaurant in Sydney. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
But that's mad, isn't it? Like
that's not
so
Chinese. Weird. It's not Chinese, Justine. You don't get curry. I've been going to Chinese restaurants my whole life. I have never seen curry on the menu.
Oh my god, no, it's all about the curry. Like, when I order Chinese, I had Chinese yesterday actually, or was it Saturday, and I always order extra hot curry sauce. So
me too.
I'm just having to go. I want to go to Ireland, but I'm just going to have to go there and try to understand your guys' palates, because I don't think it's something that you can language to me, because I'm just going to be in disbelief, be like, no one could
the dairy
really
food's
like
the
that.
best.
But
so
in different places, like even if you go around Ireland, nothing is like dairy food at all. Like, I try and explain this to my English boyfriend. Well, initially I explained it to him, but now he's actually tried it for himself and he totally agrees. He's like, yeah,
tobacco onions,
tobacco onions, taco sauce,
tobacco onion.
Yeah, they're like
tobacco. Yeah,
they're battered onions. Like, it doesn't sound
but they're
good,
not
but it
onion
is
rings either. Trying to explain it's really hard, but they've got.
You mean tobacco, like cigarettes tobacco?
No.
Then why are they called tobacco? Of all the unsavory things to call your food, why call it tobacco?
You can't question the almighty tobacco onions.
No, it just tastes really good. And then I try and explain in work all the time as well. So we have like breakfast, like, how would you, we call them buns technically. And one's like a chocolate gravy ring. So you need to Google this. It's chocolate gravy ring. And everyone's like, what? Chocolate gravy ring? And they look like a donut, but they're not a donut, and they don't taste anything like a donut.
They taste different.
They're
so different, aren't they? I never actually thought of that before, how a gravy ring doesn't taste like a donut, but it is a donut. But
I know. Right. So it's the first one. But it's not a donut.
Yeah.
But it
looks like a donut.
It's not.
It tastes
not a donut, guys.
That looks like a donut.
It's not.
Guys at home,
it does not
that's a
taste like
donut, right? What does it taste like?
Like bread, but
bread?
not donut bread.
But it's got chocolate on it.
It's so hard to explain. And then we have another bun called a turnover. And you need to write dairy turnover. And then the argument is whether you eat it buttered or unbuttered. But personally, I eat mine's unbuttered.
No, same. My mommy butters hers, and I'm like, no. Oh no, I want a turnover.
I know, me too. But you can't get them over here. Again, they're like,
oh no,
it's like bready.
Is that
like
sweet
bready.
or savory? That's sweet, right?
It's like a
covered in
mixture of
Bready.
both. It's like savoury bread with like icing and jam.
I taste like fresh bread, like do you know fresh bread that like comes out of the oven that's homemade? It tastes like that with like icing and a wee bit of jam on top.
Yeah.
Gee, okay.
Oh my God, now I'm
many,
just imagining it. And the smell of it as well, so nice.
Why does, and just before I ask this, I'll just catch up with everyone who's saying hello. So Rachel has said hello. Ralph has said good afternoon, Adrian, Chloe, and Justine. Rachel said, OMG, I remember Stop the Bus. I'm going to need to come to Derry to try this Chinese. You can come with me, Rachel. Good afternoon, Rachel. Ralph is talking to Rach. Nadia. Oh, there's Nadia.
Hi,
Miss
Nadia.
Universe Island. Hey, guys. Nadia, I hope you've got your mirrors sorted. Nadia had one mirror in her house and it just fell over and the whole thing smashed. So I think she just got herself a new mirror. Nadia has said, I was so confused about gravy rings and thought they were just donuts. I'm learning. Ha ha. Well, you're confused.
Nadia, we need to kind of
taste. They taste more like bread than they do like donuts. Are very sugary, I think. But bread, breads, gravy.
I might actually prefer that then, because donuts for me are a little bit too sweet. Like I have one, or sometimes even half, and then I start to feel a bit sick. So maybe I might actually prefer a gravy ring.
I think so.
Why? Please tell me, Dairy Girls. Dairy Girls. Oh, there's I need to get back and finish watching Dairy Girls. Why does Derry have so many unique foods that you don't even find in the rest of Ireland? What is it with Derry and the cooking and the improvising and the...
Oh gosh, I don't know. We have somewhere called Dory's Bakery, and that just seems to do everything. So
it is. It's so funny because you could literally talk Derry language to another Derry person, and then no one else knows what you're on about. She's like having a conversation like Doherty's and Frankie Ramsey's.
Derry sounds like the happiest place on earth. Normally people say Bhutan is the happiest place on earth, and my dad went to live there for a year. I think he found it a little bit overrated. He missed like the Western life. But Derry, how big is Derry? How many people live there?
Like 100,000 people, would you say? But more? So there's the city and then there's the county. So obviously the county is much bigger. But I'd say in the city, maybe 100,000 people. That's just a guesstimate.
Okay. And when they say Derry Girls, that's Derry as in the city, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
100,000. That's like a village. That's not even a city.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, it's not a city, it's 100,000 people, but it is for us. It seems massive for us. But me and my boyfriend have just bought a house. So one of the frames that we got when we moved in, it says, a Derry girl and a wee English fella live here.
Oh!
I saw that on your Instagram when I was stalking your Instagram. I thought that was cute.
Honestly.
And that's the thing too, even when you go out for like restaurant food in Derry, they're so generous with the portions and the prices are amazing. So on a Monday and a Tuesday, you're getting 50% off in the restaurants, and they're really cheap anyway. So you're going in and you're getting a full meal and all your cocktails for next to nothing. It is amazing.
We literally
just
need
can't get it anywhere else.
Get on the tourism board here.
I'm going to say, Derry officials, if you're watching, just hire these two.
Do they still do that wee bus that goes around Derry? Remember the wee bus they had years ago? Yeah, imagine us two working on that bus.
Honestly, they should just hire us now.
Chloe, have you realised that since we have Justine on, I don't know if you've realised this, you've gone full something or other. I've never heard you say the word I. I've never heard you say the word I ever, and you've said it like 5,000 times already. Why is I coming out? I
think when I talk to another Derry person, I go so Derry.
No, you're trying not to.
I have gone full Derry. I
have gone so Derry. I love it.
But that's so weird because I think we, because you guys say we all the time. I thought that was a Scottish thing. So you guys have I as well. You say I.
Yeah. Well, now I'm saying yeah, but I would say I usually. But now that I live in England, I'm kind of a bit more mindful and I say yeah. But
that's what I usually do when I'm on this podcast, and then because you're from Derry, I'm like, because it's like a friend Derry.
Yeah, and if it was someone else, you'd be like, oh yeah.
That's the same with my sister. She lives in England too, and she's always she's a bit of a British twang when she speaks now, so everybody understands her more clearly. And then she comes home and she's so Derry, like it's so funny. And she's like, "Why is it just when I'm around you, I'm like speaking Derry?" And I'm like, "It must be just a thing," because it's even the same when I'm like on the phone to my two Derry friends, Gemma and Rhiannon. I'm so Derry on the phone to them too. But any of my other friends from like around the world, or even Eden from Belfast, I'm like mild in my Derry accent down.
When I'm at work, there you go again. When I'm at work, if I'm on my break and I go speak to like my mommy on the phone, and then I come off my break, they're like, "Whoa, slow down." They're like, where has that come from? And I'm like, "Oh, I've just been on the phone to my mommy." And they're like, "Your mommy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, my mommy." And they're like, "Your mum?" Like, oh, yeah,
and you're like, "Me ma."
My mommy, honestly.
That's funny you say that, because one time Nadia, who was watching Nadia Sayers, messaged me, and I was like, why is your accent change? Why does it suddenly sound so Irish, like really, really strong? And I thought I'd had some sort of, stroke or something, that I'd forgotten how Nadia normally sounds. But she said no, she just got off speaking with her mum. And apparently after she speaks with her mum, or even when she's speaking with her mum, she gets a really, like, her Irish accent gets really strong.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. I mean, that's what I keep telling everyone, Justine. Here in Australia, everyone sounds about the same. It's just, how Australian do you sound? Apparently, I sound Australian, according to people overseas. Yeah, but I'm very mild, like shark in the water. I need to, I'm more like Australian, and to really sound Australian, you basically stop moving your mouth, and you don't make any effort, because we're lazy pronouncers. But Irish accents, and you guys in Ireland and can you just give me more Derry slang? Since I'm never going to have two Derry girls on at the same time. What apart from I'm going to be saying I now. I feel like a pirate. Aye, Captain. What else is there?
I know.
If we tell you a saying, then you have to guess what it means.
Okay.
I don't even know what it means.
So if I said to you, "Oh, it's Baltic," what would you think that means?
Old.
No, it's Baltic.
No idea. I thought Baltic as in the Baltic Ocean, so it's cold.
Yeah, it's freezing. Oh, you said cold.
Cold.
I thought you said cold.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, cold.
Cold.
Okay.
Chloe, what else? What else would we say?
Like we Derry sayings, like you would say, like I know, but I, like you say, I know.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one.
I what?
I
know.
I know. Like if someone was told you something that you knew, like say you're like, "Oh, Chloe, today's Monday," I'd be like, I know.
Oh, really? You've never said that to me? That's in Australia. Australians are famous for saying yeah, no, as in like literally the words yes and no back to back. Yeah, no. That sounds like that. Anything else?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm sure there's something online.
I think I've seen it. I've seen an article when Derry Girls came out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me see if I can find it.
And it was like
funny.
Like if someone said to you, like, "Oh, I'm broke to the bone," what would you think?
Oh.
Well, I would imagine that they're very, very poor. Is that what it is?
No.
I'm broke to the bone. No, I'm sore. I've been to the gym. I'm broke to the bone.
I'm so embarrassed. Like, oh my God, I'm broke to the bone.
Mortified, like.
I never. If someone told me that, I would have said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Dear me. Okay, hang on. So I have in front of me some Derry, apparently from the Derry Journal. Okay, so all right, hi.
All right,
apparently, hello, a greeting. I means yes. Bake means face or mouth.
Yeah. Like I'll like, oh, load the bake on her today. Like she's making like
she's grumpy.
She's in a bad mood.
bat in the mouth means a punch to the face.
A bat in the mouth.
Why you would need a saying for punch to the face is quite interesting. Bars. Bars means gossip.
Any bars?
What's the bars? Any bars?
Any bars?
Any bars?
Okay. About you. How are things going?
Bite you. Bite you.
Brown ding. Brown sauce.
Oh my god. Brown
ding. I forgot about that.
That means brown sauce. Oh, here we go. Broke to the bone means highly embarrassed.
Yeah.
Cat means not good.
No, that's
nice.
cat. That is a bit more of a more
culty thing.
and Derry City, more of a country thing.
Okay.
What's the other one? The country one that everybody says, and I only just found out what it meant the other day because there used to be a lot of farmers in my class at school, and they used to always say sucking diesel. And the other day I was like, "What's sucking diesel mean?" Like
we're good to go, like sort of thing. Like sucking diesel, we're good to go.
Aye.
It's mad, isn't it?
Aye. It's doing my head in. It's like you've become a completely different person. It's like, it's Chloe putting on a Derry accent. It's like, oh no, she's actually from Derry.
It's just when Derry people talk to other Derry people, it's just so hard not to. Like, it's like when I get on the phone to my two friends. Like,
me too, friends.
So
you really have gone
dead on
Derry.
Dead on.
Ready for the hills. Yeah, dead on. I've seen.
I'm ready for the hills.
Ready for the hills means
I
harassed
say that.
under pressure.
I must say that about 25 times a day. Like, I am ready for the hills.
Me too. Same.
Red ding? Red ding is red sauce. What's red sauce?
Red ding.
Like tomato ketchup.
It's ketchup.
Called tomato ketchup, red sauce.
Okay. So there's red ding and there's brown ding. Okay.
Saunter?
Yep. You must be looking at the same thing as myself. Like, saunter means move along, please. Starving means cold. Stews, a local delicacy made from Doherty's minced potatoes.
Yeah, there we go. Doherty's again.
Doherty's.
I have to go to this Doherty's place.
It's really weird, but I have like a dairy ring on, so it's like the history of dairy in a ring. So it's got all like the little symbols.
That's so cute.
That you can see.
Oh man, that's amazing.
So it's got everything like sort of that signifies home. So I wear it all the time. It's from a local jewelers, by the way. It's called Cooley's Jewelers. Just a little shout out there. But yeah, it's a local jewelers at home. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
So cute. You can take the girl out of dairy, but you can never take the dairy out of the girl.
Exactly.
Apparently, start means to provoke to the point of argument. E.g., are you starting?
Are you starting me today?
I know thingamajig. We use the word thingamajig here. Up a tree in
Oh,
Rosemount.
I don't even know where to start with explaining that one.
Wee buns means easy. Can you please use wee buns in a sentence? How do you use the word wee buns?
Like, you just yell, that's wee buns. If someone was
like that exam was wee buns.
I don't even know where to begin. Okay, whatchamacallit. Again, we use that word, so not very often, but whatchamacallit and thingamajig, like, if you said that here, most people would understand. Wrecked. Well, I've known that, yeah. When people say I'm wrecked, extreme tiredness. Yes, or yes,
or
hi.
You're extremely drunk.
A greeting. That one too. Yes, hi.
They don't say Robert in Belfast either, because I was saying that to Eden the other day and her friends. Like, when we're drunk, we say we're Robert in Derry.
No one.
They don't say that.
I'm not surprised. No one else says that, to be honest.
It
must be just a Derry thing.
It
just means you're drunk.
Yeah.
Why is it rubbered?
I don't know.
It's just a Derry thing.
Don't you guys ever wonder why you have all these weird foods and weird sayings that no one else has? Doesn't it ever cross your mind?
No. Sorry,
like at work as well, I would say it's on the press and everyone's like, what? Press? And I'm like, it's on the press. And they're like, what? And I'm like, the cupboard. And they're like, why are you calling the cupboard the press? And I'm like, it's just the press.
Oh,
And
I thought you
house
meant it's
coat
gone
as
to the
well.
newspapers.
Oh no! And then we've got a hot press, which our boilers are on. So you've got your
Oh, I
press,
love a
and then
hot
your
press. Everything's warm in it.
Oh, I thought a hot press was an iron. Oh,
No,
No,
we have a press.
I'm learning so much.
A press is like a cupboard,
yeah,
but then the hot press is like
the
where
one
the
with the
boiler
boiler,
is and
and your
everything's warm.
toils are kept.
And that's where you, in your house coat, like in Derry, we
house
say
coat.
house coat, and everybody else says dressing gown apart from Derry. Even whenever I was in
A
uni in
house coat.
Belfast last year, I argued with everyone that it was house coat, and they're like, no, it's dressing gown. Like only Derry people say house coat. And
And house slippers.
just nobody else say house slippers. Is that just all?
No, no one.
What is it? What
when
does
I
other
say,
people call
"Where's
it?"
my house?" They just call them slippers.
Yeah, slippers, not house slippers, just
No,
slippers.
but slippers is like trainers. Your slippers are
No,
your
I would
trainers.
just say they're trainers. I wouldn't. I'd
No.
say slippers or house slippers.
Trainers are trainers or joggers or running
No,
shoes.
joggers or tracksuits.
Or trousers.
Joggers are trousers.
Yeah, like tracksuit trousers. Tracksuit bottoms.
God. Oh, how do we actually ever understand one another? Literally every word means something
Else. I know. It's insane.
Get me. I
And
never
even, like-
realized, Chloe, you've been holding back your dairyness on our podcast. If you went full dairy, no one would have understood anything you ever said.
I think that's what pageants do too, because I feel like from doing pageants, I kind of know when appropriate and not appropriate,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, when you get someone else like now that knows what you're on about, it kind of it's like full. The mask kind of slips and it all comes out really. So
Gone full dairy. I know what you mean, because when I interview people, I'm very, very particular to not sound too Australian, because I kind of think it doesn't sound very nice. So I make an effort, for example, to say water, glass of water. Whereas if I didn't really concentrate, the Australian in me would come out, be glass of water. Because that's how Aussies, we don't say birds.
I like how you say water.
Glass of water.
You
Yeah.
should.
Well,
it's
I think
good.
Chloe said that too. I think Chloe once said, "I like my favorite. I love the way you say water."
Yeah.
I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Water. It's like water. It's WATER, not
feel like-
WATAH.
I feel like I say water. Like I don't say water. I'd say water.
Yeah, but you're still saying the ER at the end. It's not like
oh,
Aussies
yeah,
are like water.
Yeah.
You know, glass
Water.
of water. You
Water.
want a glass? I can't even
Crikey.
do an Australian accent. But yeah, but Australian.
I am the
G'day.
worst accent person ever. Like,
But you're doing
I
a pretty
cannot
good
do
Derry accent.
Any accent. Yeah, I do a good Derry accent. Yeah.
Do
But
a
yeah.
Scottish one and do Amy's accent.
Oh my god, I don't. No, Amy. This would be an insult to Amy. Like literally, the only thing I can say in Scottish is "You're right, wee pet. You're right, wee hen." That's all I can say,
Aww.
and it's not even that
People-
good.
People always laugh at how Derry people say flower and shower.
Yeah, sure.
Flower.
And toil
Fire.
as well.
And
Everyone's
toil.
like, what's a toil? And I'm like, I'll go get a toil. And they're like, what? And I'm like, towel. And they're like, I know what you're saying now.
I can understand it, but I can't mimic your guys' accent, particularly the word now. I like the way you guys
No.
say now.
No.
Yeah, there almost says, it's almost like there's an oi sound. It's like noil, noi. It's
That
not
was good.
now. It's
That
like
was good.
noi.
No.
But I don't know
Noi.
what really I'm doing. It's like, is it noi? Noi. God, Lucy.
That's actually quite good.
And the word
Noi.
down, because I say to my dog all the
Down.
time, sit down now. And my boyfriend's like,
Yeah.
what?
You see, it's
Sit
the
down now.
that owl. That owl sound, you guys pronounce it in a very specific. I don't think the Scottish have that, but you guys, it's like no, down.
No. Down.
Down.
I don't quite know what it is, but my ears picked up that sound for some reason. So no, I'm going to be practicing that the whole day now. No, that's
Or saying
it's
I for the rest of the day.
aye. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the supermarket after this, and when someone gives me my change, I'm like, aye. Oh,
Aye.
God.
Or just
I've
say
never heard Chloe.
All right, hey.
I've never never heard Chloe say the word "I" before, and she said it like 5 billion times already. I was like, Chloe, what are you doing? Are you pretending to? Is it like a pirate day? Because I have International Pirate Day. It's like, Chloe, are you pretending to be a pirate? All of a sudden, it's like, hey.
It's so funny.
Oh, I love it. It makes me feel like I'm at home.
I know, it's so nice to chat to like another dairy person, isn't it?
It is.
Because I think
like
you're the first dairy person we've had on here. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, I feel honoured.
Are there any other dairy? I mean, you said there's only 100,000. So, are there any other dairy pageant girls that?
We have loads.
I mean, I have no idea.
We have loads.
There's a few Miss Earths, isn't there? There's Kira.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Gemma. So Kira and Gemma are sisters. I can literally rhyme off every Miss Earth Northern Ireland from the beginning of time.
From the beginning of time.
I can. Well, it's only from 2007, but it's still pretty good. Like, so Gemma and Kira were sisters. They're from Derry. Then we've got Kaylee O'Reilly, who won in 2009, and she got top 16 at Miss Earth, and she was the first UK girl to do so. That's the reason I did Miss Earth, from seeing her in the paper and everything that she got to do. And then with Alex Halliday as well, just from outside of the city. She was from Derry. Me. And then as well, we've got Dervla, who was quite close to Derry, but she wasn't actually from Derry. She's from but her family. She had obviously family who lived in Derry.
And we had Mari as well.
And Mari was from Derry. And I'm trying to go through everyone by the years. I'm thinking in my head. And then I think Mari was the last Derry winner. Wasn't she?
I think she was.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I'm trying to go through them year by year. So it was Gemma, Kaylee, Kira. No, Alex came before Kira. Alex, Kira, me, and Mari, I think.
And then Dervla is very close to Derry, I suppose.
And yeah, exactly. Dervla had family was from a lot of her family. I think her mum was from Derry as well. So yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then you obviously won Miss Grand, and you were from Derry. I'm trying to think who else. Pageant.
And then with Joanna.
Oh yeah, Joanna won Miss Universe Ireland. God, there's been bloody loads, hasn't there? Actually.
I know, it's whenever you think about it that way as well.
For such a relatively small place to have so many pageant queens, there must be something in the water. in the water. And
then Grania Goanya obviously won Miss Universe Ireland too, and she's literally on the border of Derry. She's from Buncrana, so that's literally border town as well. So there's quite a lot up this end of the country who've won pageants. Obviously there was Lauren as well, who won Miss World Ireland. Yeah, there's loads.
Oh yeah, she was from Donegal as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
What would it be like if we got a whole bunch of Derry girls on at one time? I'm just imagining what that would be like.
Oh God, we would definitely need subtitles. 100%.
I mean, I can understand the word that you're saying. I just might not know what it means. It's a bit different to Scottish, because Scottish, sometimes you listen to it like a really heavy Scottish accent and you have no idea what the person just said. I had this experience once, Justin, I don't know if you know Brian Hayes, the photographer, the pageant photographer.
Yeah.
Right? And he's got a really, really heavy Scottish accent. And he spoke to me once when I was at UK Galaxy last year in March. And I knew he was speaking English, but I didn't know what he had said. I didn't know a single word he had said. Whereas if you guys had said one of those Derry sayings like, I don't know, a hot press, I would understand the words hot press.
Yeah.
I would just have no idea what you're saying.
You would just think something
why
to the press and the newspaper.
Or wee buns. Wee buns is
wee
fun.
buns.
Oh, it's wee buns.
Wee buns.
Oh, I'm going to remember that one.
What I actually started listening to over the weekend was Grania Galligan's, her podcast.
What's the
It's
Crime?
called What's the Crime?
It's great.
And it's like a play on What's the Crack, and it's amazing. See some of the stories on it. If you haven't like downloaded it, definitely download it and have a wee listen. Like these stories are crazy. I don't want to give too much away, but one of them was actually an Irish-based story, which I'd never even heard of. Like I've like lived here my whole life, and I never even heard of that story. I didn't even know that went on here. There's a mad one about a college kid that was out partying in Mexico. I'll not ruin it for any of you. Go on and listen to it. It's amazing. But it was brilliant. I just can't wait to hear more. Like I can't wait to keep listening. So if you haven't already like started listening to it, definitely it'll give you something to do. And if you like that kind of Derry Buncrana accent, then it'd be lovely because Danielle's on with her sister.
Yeah, it is. It's
and they're
really
so
good.
funny as well.
I love her. I love her Instagram. Like she is so funny. She's good.
She's so down to earth, isn't she?
Yeah, she's lovely.
And so is Gemma as well. Like they're just lovely. I just enjoyed it so much. I just can't wait to hear more.
I know. I'm sitting there like every week going, "Is it Wednesday yet?" Because that's the day I usually listen to them. So.
I love the fact that Chloe, you've gone full farmer on us. You're speaking like a farmer for the I and the U's and the. Where's this been hiding? I had no idea. Yeah, the U's and the I and the. I keep hearing these things that I've never heard Chloe say. I'm like, where have you been hiding all this? Have you just been pretending to be normal? Have you? I love it. You should speak like this all the time. It's amazing.
I think it's pageantry that just kind of like through like doing interviews for pageants and just basically speaking to people from all around the world, you just learn to tone it down. Like Justine says, you just know that there's a time and a place. But whenever you hear a Derry accent, it's hard not to be Derry. It's so hard.
I think we should make some sort of T-shirt. There's got to be like merchandising opportunities here, right? Like a mug. There's got to be a Derry saying like that's wee buns, and just put it on a mug and sell that. I mean that. I would buy all that stuff with all the Derry before.
I'm sure someone has done this. We will find this, Adrian. Me and Chloe will make a pact. We'll find you some form of Derry souvenir and post it to you.
I think there's loads of wee things like that in the craft village, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go up and have a wee look.
There's loads on Instagram recently, like loads of Derry, like on Etsy and things like that. You can buy, you know, like my sister's one that says I know, just in a frame. I'm sure. Let me find, because I'm sure Derry slang Etsy. I'm sure there is loads of these things, guys.
Yeah, Etsy is really good at.
Another saying that we say all the time is "I'm all lured."
I'm all lured,
which basically means I am buzzing, like I am lured, like I'm
so happy, like I'm really happy. I'm all lured.
I was about to ask, what does "I'm buzzing" mean?
And then there's like, "Oh, sure, it'll be grand."
Oh, sure, it'll be grand. Amy always laughs at me for that. She's like, because I say everything right, it'll be grand, it'll be grand. She's like, "Oh, it'll be grand, Miss Grand."
Oh gosh.
She's like, "You are Miss Grand because everything's grand." I'm like,
"Oh, you're literally Miss Grand."
So what speaking of Miss Grand, it's so cool that it got to go ahead.
It looked amazing this year.
It looked fab. They did really well with obviously everything going on to host. Yeah. It was really nice to follow. It felt like a bit of pageant normality for a bit, didn't it? Following everything. So it was good.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Pageant land is slowly returning to normal for you guys anyway. Here in Australia.
I know in all the UK goes. Sorry, I cut in there.
That's all right. I was about to burp anyway, so you covered for me. It's all good. It's all good. I've been laughing too much at your guys' Derry slang and the wee buns. Because over the last weekend we had state finals, not national finals, but the level underneath. So state finals for both Miss World Australia and Miss Universe Australia. And it's weird that I was just thinking, Australia's kind of been back to normal for a while. So it's a bit weird that pageants only now are getting back into the swing.
No.
But it's good. No. Yeah, noi.
No.
They're getting back into the
Just
swing, noi. Just noi. I love the way you guys say noi. I don't know why. It's just noi. It's not now. You can definitely. It's not now. You're not saying now. You're saying noi. It's something else. It's in a different. It's in a different part of your mouth. If you guys say no, seriously, if you say now, you have to open your mouth like now, and it's like at the tip of your tongue now. You spit it out. Noi seems like it's more on the roof of my mouth. It's like noi. It's like up. You can't.
No.
And I don't think I could say it loudly. It's like. Not if I can't yell the word noi.
I can.
I can yell now, but not noi. It sounds like it's
Noi. You better get in here, Ruffles. Noi.
Noi. Okay, you've said that one. You've said that one a few times. I love you this. I don't know why. I've never had so much fun exploring a completely different
new language.
By the sounds of it, I'm still baffled though that Chloe has been hiding this. How have you hid this so well, Chloe? And now it's and it all just comes out all of a sudden.
I feel like I'm
there. Sorry, Chloe, go on.
I was just saying I feel like I'm just more reserved around people from elsewhere, but what were you saying about myself? Sorry.
When I was there, one of the girls actually asked me, "Is English my first language?"
Well, I had a girl who shared a room with me and then said to Miss Canada, I share a room with Northern Ireland. She's nice but doesn't speak English.
Oh gosh. My best friend at Miss Earth was Miss South Africa, but she was so ace, like, but she literally spoke better English than me, and she'd only learned it a couple of months before she came to Miss Earth, and she obviously learnt it for coming to Miss Earth, and she was so fluent like in English. She did it amazing. They learned it so quick. Like I was literally in awe of her. And like one day we were joking on the bus and she was like, I need to stop learning English off you because like no one's going to understand what I'm saying. And it was just like a running joke that we had, and I was like joking along with her, but it was so ace. But yeah, it was just like a banter that we had then going on. But I couldn't believe like how amazing she spoke English, and she literally was only learning it for like 4 or 5 months or something like that. It was amazing. She spoke better English than me, and I can put my hands up to that.
How can people not think you speak English? What do they think you're speaking if you're not speaking English?
Irish.
Irish?
Irish like it's a totally... Even though we do have an Irish language, but like it's a completely different language. Obviously, you wouldn't understand a word.
Yeah,
but...
like Welsh, for example. Yeah, not what you've been talking. What you've been speaking tonight is not Irish. It's English with an
Irish.
Who said Chloe? Who said you don't speak English? Just out of interest, which country were they from?
Who was it? It was like. I can't even remember. She wasn't my roommate for the whole time. It was Mackay was my roommate for the whole time. And then for like 3 days, no, it wasn't Colombia. It started with a C. What countries start with a C?
Canada, Colombia.
Canada.
No,
maybe it wasn't a C.
It's not that's not a country.
China.
I don't know.
No,
yeah, I forgot that one.
I think she was European, maybe. No, I don't know. I can't even remember who it was.
It's funny how people think like no, it's crazy like, but obviously some things that we say might sound what the hell.
I was going to guess that it was American. I would have bet even money that it was American because sometimes some Americans don't realize there's a world outside of America, so it just sounds like the sort of comment an American would have said, like, "Oh, she's not even speaking English." I'd be amazed if it was a European who said you weren't speaking English.
Was it? And we were like, we'd communicate through like laughing and stuff.
I think it's amazing how people are bilingual. Like I genuinely wish I was bilingual. At Miss Earth, like seeing the girls that could speak English and speak obviously their own language, but even other languages. I was literally like, this is amazing. Like I really need to get my act together. Like I can speak Spanish, but I mean enough Spanish to get me by on holiday. We actually went for charity work when I was doing the pageant. We went away to Spain to do like a hike, like a walk, and it was like I think it was like a week maybe, and I just was starting to throw random Spanish words together because it was literally like rural Spain. So when we would go anywhere, we would need to book a table for food. So I'd be like, 6 personas, mesa, like just throwing all these random words together, like 6 people table, and it actually works. So everyone was like, right, Justine, you can be the translator for the rest of the trip. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm speaking, but if it gets us by, it gets us by. But I think it's absolutely incredible how people are bilingual. Like, I genuinely wish I was bilingual so badly. That's my one thing in life that I wish that I was bilingual or trilingual.
I interviewed someone who I can't remember who it was, but someone who spoke more than 2 languages, and I mean fluently. And I'm with you on that one, Justine. I was flabbergasted because they could literally speak one sentence and segue from one language to another in the middle of a sentence. And I'm like,
amazing.
Like, how do you even do that? Like, even if I was to do a different accent in one sentence, I wouldn't be able to do that. But literally to go speaking one language to another, I was super jealous. But I do think there's something in the brain. I think if you start learning another language, or you're basically you're not born speaking 2 languages, but, you know, if you're in a multilingual house and you pick up 2 languages as a kid, then I think it's a lot easier to learn certain languages after that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've grown up speaking English and you're trying to learn a different one as an adult, I think that's a lot harder because your brain, that part of your brain, because it's a certain part of your brain, I think it's just not quite the same. So, I mean,
my brain's not working right now because I'm still trying to figure out who my roommate was, and I was just like, oh, who is it?
Oh, it's going to
No,
come to you in the middle of the night. I promise you.
It was literally only 4 years ago. How can I forget who my roommate was for 3 days?
That was 4 years ago.
I know.
What the heck?
Yeah. 2017 was 4 years ago.
I feel like the whole thing was a blur though. Like, I remember at the time there being parts of it being like, wow, this is the best experience ever. Like, I wonder if I'll ever forget this. I hope I don't forget this. And now it's like all starting to slip away.
I know. You do forget things.
Like, I can't remember that. It's really, really. I'll not sleep tonight until I remember who it was.
I'm going to get a message from you in the middle of the night going, it was this.
Just a random country.
In the middle of the night.
Oh,
I promise you it'll come in the middle of the night.
It wasn't France, no.
Chloe's literally going through the entire
We'll
list
just
of
move
countries.
on, Chloe, because we'll literally have to go through everyone with you.
I'm sitting here looking at the pictures.
She can't get it out of her brain now. She's gone. She's going to be thinking about this for the rest of tonight. She's not going to be able to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we've almost been on for an hour, so we'll begin to wrap it up. Otherwise, we'll overwhelm the internet with Derry slang. Justine, just to circle around to the pageant stuff for a second, do you have any, we talked briefly about it, but do you have any pageant plans coming up?
Nothing immediately in the pipeline, but I do keep thinking to myself, if I'm going to do something, I kind of need to decide, because I will, in a miss category, age out, I suppose. And I think maybe I probably, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Ms. or Mrs. I'd probably think about them in the future as well, but obviously being a Ms, it is a little bit different, isn't it? Maybe, I don't know. I feel like at the minute, between work and demands of life and things like that, I feel like you need to put 100% in it. I feel like with pageants, especially since when I did Miss Earth, obviously after that before that I did Miss World Northern Ireland, after that I did Miss Universe Great Britain. But I feel like pageants a lot these days focus a lot on appearances and getting out and about and doing things, and I just feel like I genuinely would not have the time to commit that much to it, as much as I would like to. But I work as a midwife, so I do shift work and night shifts and things like that. So I feel like it would be difficult for the demands. Obviously, you would prioritize, obviously, if you were the winner, and obviously you can move things around. But when you're a contestant, and obviously you see people, there's girls out there, and it's absolutely amazing, doing hundreds and hundreds of appearances. But I just feel like I wouldn't be able to commit that much. So if I was going to do it, I'd need to be absolutely sure that I could give it 100% really, because I wouldn't want to walk away thinking, oh, I should have done this, or oh, why did I not do this? But yeah, maybe, who knows.
Maybe.
I think you should. You're amazing at it, and
I'm trying.
Even an inspiration to me. You have to.
I'm trying to even think what, like, oh, I don't know. Like,
you should even do Miss Universe Ireland. I had the best time. Or Miss Grand. Why don't you go to Miss Grand?
Oh, here we go.
Well, I nearly lost the ring light, guys, but I managed to save it. Yeah, Miss Grand looks ace, and Miss Universe Ireland, like all these pageants that are coming out now look absolutely amazing. Like the directors who've taken over, a lot of these pageants like Miss Universe Ireland, like. Amazing. We should really talk more about your experience, Chloe, because I'd love to know more about it. But yeah, it just seems absolutely amazing, and I'm so delighted as well for Nadia. Like, I know Nadia. We did Miss Earth Northern Ireland in 2013 together. That's how far back it was, and that was Nadia's first ever pageant as well. Before I did that, I did Miss World Northern Ireland, but like I can literally remember that day with Nadia, and like to watch her, obviously when I was helping to run this Earth Northern Ireland, she obviously competed in that, and then I'm just, oh my god, I felt like I won when she, like, because it was like a dream, it was literally a dream come true, wasn't it, for her? So and obviously Chloe, you did absolutely amazing as well. That, like, I just feel like Miss Universe Ireland is such a tough like pageant. Like the standard is just through the roof. But yeah, it does. It looks like an absolutely amazing pageant. But then I just wonder how it would work when we're living in the UK and it being based in Ireland. So there's just all these things. I think
you could 100% do it, because Grania was working as a nurse in London whenever she was competing, and she went on and won it, and she did absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can do it too, definitely. I know you can.
Thanks for your
moral support. Are you pressuring Justine? I feel like you're doing a bit of peer pressure on our live.
Miss Grand looks amazing as well. Obviously, I've seen like some things with the UK, but obviously I've been following it this year with the girls who went. But yeah, Miss Grand looks like an amazing international competition as well. I know it. Obviously Holly did it, and it was absolutely incredible as well. All Holly's pageants are just amazing. And then obviously I think it's Megan who's taken over now. Am I right? Please correct me, guys, if I'm wrong.
I think so, yeah.
So that's exciting to see what she's going to do with it as well. But yeah, look, the international looks absolutely like a fantastic experience. I know Amy loved her experience as well. So yeah, it was like maybe some options. We'll see. So I need to go back.
You have to.
We'll see. We'll see.
Life does come first. I mean, you have to have an occupation, and you got your relationships, you got your friends and family, and pageantry, as much as we love it, is probably not going to put food on your table. It tends to do the opposite, because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So
it's not a cheap hobby whatsoever.
No.
And even after
Justine,
you have time.
You did 2 degrees, didn't you? You did a nursing degree and a midwifery degree, didn't you?
I know, clearly I'm delusional. Somewhere between that period of 2015 to 2019, there was something clearly delusional about me. But yeah, I did my nursing first, and then I've gone on to do midwifery, and now no more degrees.
That's incredible, isn't it? Not you sit there with 2 degrees. That is just amazing.
But yeah, no, I absolutely love my job, and I feel like the job role that I do, it makes me a lot more passionate for, like, if I was to do pageants, I feel like obviously this stage of my life and the life experiences through nursing and midwifery, I really feel like the platforms that I would sort of be working on is like women's health and like women's rights and things like that, because obviously when
you'll be able to speak about it more passionately. In that case, who am I, but I would definitely recommend going into Universe, because going into Universe, when you have that life experience, when you speak about it, it is very noticeable. Versus, let's say you go up against someone who's 18 or 19 and, they're lovely people, but you just tend not to have that same life experience at 18 as you do 10 years down the track or whatever it is, because you just haven't lived enough life. You're in school, everything's kind of grand, as you guys would say.
Yeah.
But after you start working, you start studying, you've had a few ups and you've had a load of downs probably. That just gives you the edge, I think, as a contestant. Whenever you're speaking, not even at the competition, but just in general, even on your social, when you speak about something, people go, oh yeah, she gets it because she's lived that. Whereas when you're 18 and you're talking about all this other stuff, sometimes it's like, well, what would you know? You're only, 16 or 15, whatever it is. And again, they're lovely people. But I think that sort of life experience could serve you really well at Universe,
I,
from what I've
feel like
seen.
from my first ever pageant that I did, now when I think back, I'm like, which probably it's 9 years ago. I'm like trying to think back. I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell were you doing? Like, I did not have. I'm 17 and I literally did not have a clue. Like, and I think back and
but you're
like,
not supposed to. You're not supposed
no,
to
I
at
know.
17.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be figuring out. But because Universe, the girls, they do need to be genuine sort of role models, which does involve speaking. Whereas Grand, I've always seen as got an amazing spectacle, but it's not as much about the role model. It's not as much about how you speak. It's more about the huge show they put on. So I think Universe would be a really, really good fit. But I mean, Chloe's done both, so Chloe can tell you.
Both were amazing. I think you could do Universe. 100%. I think you could
Chloe,
do
you're
it.
so kind. I'll have a think about yeah, I'll have a think.
Yeah. No pressure.
See.
No pressure.
Watch the space.
Chloe, let's stop pressuring Justine for just a sec. Have you got anything coming up the next week or so, just before we wrap up?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're Chloe.
Oh, no.
Hi.
No, I've just been working this week. Nothing too exciting, just an ordinary week in the life of Chloe. Start back at the PT soon. So I've actually had a dilemma recently. You know what I'm like. I spend all my money on clothes and none of them fit anymore. So, I'm getting back to the PT. No, it's so sad. Like, not one pair of my jeans fit anymore. So I'm just getting back to the PT, getting back into a routine, and yeah.
Well, Chloe, what about you in pageants?
There.
Quickly, like, you know that you're pressuring me. Maybe I should pressure you.
Do you know what? I'm just like extremely grateful for where I've gotten pageantry. Right now, like seeing Nadia, my friend, like just winning Universe Ireland. Like at the minute, I just want to kind of be on Team Nadia and like be there for her, and see how she gets on. But as it stands, I'm just super grateful. I didn't even expect to be top 3 at Miss Universe Ireland. Even that, I am extremely grateful for. And I was actually at a stage in my life where I was really nervous. I had quite bad stage fright, even since when I did Miss Earth back when you were running it in 2016. I have always had a bit of like stage fright and anxiety when competing. I love pageantry. I love everything about pageantry. But the second I get on stage, I just have like a fear running the whole way through my body. So I think maybe I might give myself a year or so to try and like completely overcome it and completely. Adrian's helped me a lot with my mindset and like helping me through different tasks, and he had so many Zoom calls and he has been helping me so much. But I just really enjoy seeing other people do well. I think every pageant winner has like a story to tell, and I just love following along with the story, whether or not it's my story, whether it's me doing it, me going to internationals. I'll follow along with whoever it is, and I'll support them just as much as I would support myself. So I just really enjoy it, and I enjoy following along with other people. And
I feel like I'm the same. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I feel like I've done it. Like, I'm really grateful for the experiences, and I enjoy so much more watching other people, like, and following them, like their dream and things like that. So I feel like I feel like you definitely should compete again, Chloe. 100%.
Well, I mean, you got time. She's got time on her side.
Yeah, she's not old, Adrian. You can just say she's not old.
She's young. No, but I mean, the pageant world needs people such as you who have competed, but then also probably enjoy more helping other people shine than shining themselves. So, and it sounds like both of you are fairly similar in that. I know Chloe is very much that person who she'd probably prefer seeing her friends doing well versus necessarily everyone watching her do well. So the pageant world definitely needs people like you behind the scenes to help run or to become directors or to become coaches. Don't make the mistake of thinking just because you don't want to be on stage, the pageant world doesn't need you. Because I think it actually needs you you guys, you sorts of people, more so than more Queen. I mean, everyone wants to be on stage and be famous. There are very few people who are happy to be behind the scenes and help other people shine. So don't discount yourselves. Maybe you don't do another pageant, but maybe you help run a pageant, as you've done before, Justine, or buy a pageant system and run it and become a director, because we do need good directors, because as your director is, that's how the girls' experience will be. You might have a great system. You've got a rubbish director. The girls are going to have a rubbish experience, and vice versa. So I would love to see you guys stay involved, just because I know you love to help other people. And we need people like you.
Yeah,
so
that's so true.
That's my 5 cents worth. Not everyone needs to be. Not everyone can be on stage, right? I mean, that's the truth of it. And if you feel like you've had your turn and had your time, or you're feeling like now is not the right time to get back into it, then you can help other people, and you might actually feel more fulfillment from that than getting on the stage yourself. I mean, I'm a coach. I've coached all my life, and the reason I like doing it is because I love helping other people more so than me getting on stage and talking about myself. So
yeah, I feel like I enjoyed helping, like sort of like obviously assisting to run Miss Earth Northern Ireland, and then obviously when the girls went away to the Philippines, like I was like, just ring me at any time, like giving advice and things, and that's what I feel like I enjoyed that more than actually competing as such. But then I feel like the headache that comes with then directing is like Chinese whispers and all that. Oh, and you're trying to please everybody, and it's so hard. And
that's going to happen, but that is a journey in and of itself. It's like when you get into pageantry and you start dealing with some of the issues. Directorship is the same sort of challenges. It's what I keep telling everyone. It's like if you think there's any path in life that doesn't have that, then you're deeply, deeply mistaken. Yeah. So whether you're a contestant, whether you're a director, or whether you're just living life, like you're going to come up against challenges. It just what you need is to make sure that those challenges, I think, are worth it. Which is why if you really love helping people, then being a director will always be worth it. Whereas if you don't really, if you're someone who wants the spotlight on yourself rather than other people, I think you make a very poor director, because, and I've seen examples of this, because you're always subtly trying to get the attention on yourself, whereas I think you should be getting the spotlight and literally shining it on all your girls. So yeah, it can be stressful, but I think the question is whether it's worth it. And you two obviously love helping other people.
Yeah, and I don't want to pressure Justine into doing another pageant, but even when she was helping out the year after Miss Earth, she went to the finals, wasn't it, with Amy? And they were all coming up trying to interview her. They just loved her. Like, the fans they did. And I bet they all would love to see you compete again as well.
That is so kind. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But like Adrian said, I feel like you said as well, I just love following everyone else's, even though these days I find it really hard to try and keep up with everything, just because I'm asleep most of the day, and then I feel like I'm not on social media as much anymore, and I'm doing a house renovation as
Justine,
well.
You haven't missed much in 2020, if I'm honest.
Much has actually happened. That makes me feel better, because I feel like when you asked me to do this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so out of the loop. I have no idea.
There's no loop. There's been no loop. No one's done anything over the pretty much 12 months. It's just beginning again now.
So yeah, well, at least maybe I can try keep in the loop. But obviously at the moment, the big thing, obviously I was following Helen and the other UK girls at Grand, and then now Nadia going to universe and things like that. So because I know them so personally, I'm like, I feel like really emotionally invested. So yeah, that's exciting. So in that kind of way, I'm trying to keep up, but I am really bad for trying to keep up with everybody. So that's my New Year's resolution for 2021.
You'll get there. Okay, why don't we wrap it up there, because we've been on for a minute.
Yeah.
Chloe, do you want to give us one more eye for the road?
Aye.
Aye. And Justine, thank you for coming on. It's certainly been memorable with two Derry girls on. I've learned I've learned a new language.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you can say you're bilingual, Adrian. You're officially bilingual.
I can. Oh, wee buns. It's wee buns.
Wee buns.
He's a dairy girl now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Remember when he's like, I
Okay.
am a dairy girl?
Yeah. That's Adrian. He's an honorary dairy girl now.
I'm going to go and get some dairy Chinese now. Justine, don't hang up with us, Justine. I'll keep you on the line for just a sec whilst I hang up with the audience, and then we can have a chat. But guys, thank you for watching, and we will speak to you next time. Thanks for watching. Just a reminder to you entrepreneurial types to come and join us at our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the Pageant Boss. I'll see you inside and see you in the next episode.